Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
Trademark of both of these teams, strong defense. Gotta love it. What will that mean for tonight's contest?
Well, the coaches will have a big role. In a strength-on-strength matchup, game planning takes on added importance.
And one more thing about these teams, Brian, I mean, there is no shortage of effort.
Now here is Canada. Howard with the ball.
And it's Boston picking her up.
Yep, that one goes.
With good size for the guard position, Ryan Howard is able to use that size to stretch the floor.
Now Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Down low.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension, the Fever as well.
Shot's good by Jones.
Well, scoops up the board. Jones knows exactly what to do. Put it back in.
Now here's Mitchell. She's guarded closely. Clark outside. Bonner. Pass to Clark. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here is Canada. Gray with it. Mitchell grabs the board.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Now here's Clark, guarded by Howard.
Boston sets a screen.
Caitlin Clark with the three. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Pass to Gray.
It's Brianna Jones, high post.
The jump hook. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
Well, this is why you get Jones the Rock in close. Terrific at converting.
After winning Rookie of the Year, there were high expectations for Alicia Gray in the years to follow.
Yeah, and that can be a bit of a burden. But give Gray credit. She's grown her game and become an all-star.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
The 2024 top pick, Caitlin Clark. We've never seen a player enter the league with her level of hype, and it's deserved.
It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about Caitlin Clark setting the scoring record for career points in college, shattering viewership records as well. Lots of people excited to see Clark in the W.
First free throw is good.
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. I mean, she attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
So she gets them both.
An expansion team back in 2008, the Dream had some serious early success in the W.
Well, you remember, they went 4-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those. So the Dream still looking for that first WNBA championship.
Good.
Most of the time, Howard is looking to score. But right there, she smartly gives it away to someone with a better shot.
Mitchell outside.
Atlanta foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And this is our first free throw of the game.
Brianna Turner. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one falls for her.
And looking at the Atlanta Dream, they haven't won a playoff series since 2018.
Yeah, Atlanta has struggled of late, but when you look at this current roster, they are very young and talented. Headlined by 2022 first overall pick, Ryan Howard.
And good on the second, so she makes both. Atlanta trailing here.
Pass to Caldwell.
Hillman.
Here's Caldwell.
She's covered by Mitchell. They set the screen.
Here's Caldwell.
She can't get it to go. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Mitchell outside. And here's Cole. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
Well, from range, Lexi Holt, very effective. Certainly a player you cannot give open looks to.
Gray outside. Goes back up. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to take another look at it on the replay monitor.
The previous play is under
We're going to review the play. The question, did she get the basket off in time?
Well, they will go ahead and review if she got the shot off in time, but I'm guessing that it's going to count.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. There's no harm in the refs double checking.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they've taken a look at it, and they're overturning the call. They're calling the basket good.
Well, guys, this is why we have replay, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. Good job to take the second look at it. It would have really been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Fever ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
They've come out of the gate strong and put in a solid first quarter.
A lot of good looks for them on offense so far. Just quality shots.
All right, I know you're both wildly unqualified, but I'm going to make you GMs for the day here. Do you go with a deep team or a top-heavy roster?
I'm going top heavy. You need elite talent to win in this league, and multiple stars always help with that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll throw in the talent pool in this league is just so deep. Those so-called depth players, they're still really good.
Here's Caldwell.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Griner.
Now Caldwell.
Walker Kimbrough. Banked in off the glass.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Well, Brittany Griner is just the 4th player in WNBA history to have double-digit all-star selections. That's incredible.
And the other 3 players are some of the best to ever do it, including Diana Taurasi, who Griner's played a lot of games with. What an honor.
Pretty points from the Hall. She leaves it all out on the floor.
And the Dream call time here.
She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but DeWanna Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
And here's Caldwell.
Pass to Canada. Hillman. Shot clock at 6.
Now Caldwell.
Here's Canada. From down in the low post, it goes.
And you cannot let Canada get this type of positioning. That is just asking for trouble.
Bonner with it. Turner a screen. Shoots. Bonner no good.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
Now here is Canada. With the floater. Hole with the rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Bonner. Inside.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent, starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They have arguably the best young core in the W.
Now here's Coffey.
Screen by Coffey. A 3 from Alicia Gray. Drills it from outside.
Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
The Fever with the lead. Pass to Howard. Mitchell outside. Turner a screen. To the middle. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
A player you want to use in the pick and roll. Mitchell has great decision-making abilities. Made the right choice giving up the rock.
Now here is Canada. Coffey outside. Gray outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Fever. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock in-game clock. Mitchell outside. Their first shot coming late. They get it again. That one goes. Count it.
A worker's mentality. Howard crashes the O-boards, looking for second chance points.
Now here's Gray. 5 points in the game. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Fever on top. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
There's no question about it. Caitlin Clark displaying her skill set today.
Well, guys, what she gives this team is an edge. She lights up an arena when she gets going. In the first half, she had it going.
And she doesn't just give them an edge. She gives them a confidence that they otherwise wouldn't have. And I just see her as a special player that the team loves having around.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Over to the left wing.
And
coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. The travel is difficult. So having your team at close to 100% is big, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are, because it's about more than just throwing talent out there.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Howard.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Out to the wing. Left side, Howard. Over Griner. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
Once Howard collects inside, just one thing on her mind: score.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
Canada, she's covered by Clark. Canada with it. Back to Gray. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Can't get it to fall. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Canada. Now Clark. 7 points in the game. Bonner outside. And the 3 ball is good.
The scouting report on Bonner is probably play off a bit, but when in rhythm, she is better as a shooter.
Outside Canada.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Howard. Rebounded by the Fever. Now Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Caitlin Clark penetrating to the inside. Over Howard. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Outside Canada. Pass to Gray. Now here's Jones. The pick by Jones. Here's Howard. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And even against stiff interior defense, Howard stays committed. She never even thought about giving up on the play.
Now here's Clark.
Now here's Boston.
She's guarded by Griner. Here's Clark. Jordan Canada with the steal. Here's Gray. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play. She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here. Both teams deciding to change it up.
And it's hard to overstate the defensive impact Jordan Canada has on the game.
No question. I mean, she is a multi-time steals leader. Canada is constantly putting pressure on ball handlers and anticipating plays because she's got excellent instincts.
Drawing fouls, frustrating her opponents on the offensive end. That's one of the strengths of Bonner.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. No good on the free throw.
And talking about the Dream, they do one thing very well. That's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
It's stolen by Turner. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Yep, that one goes.
The endless motor of Sophie Cunningham. So tough to guard. She's always moving.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
Guarded closely. Griner. Now Hillman. Bonner defending. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Fever ahead. They're up by 10. And we're coming back right after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And the final period of play just about to get started here. Here's Canada. Pass to Caldwell. Coffee. And here's Canada. Just 5 on the clock. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, you're taught. The first rule of pick and roll, stop the ball handler. Can't let Canada get going off the pick. She's too good.
Now here's Cunningham.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Hole. 16 feet out. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's Caldwell. And she banks in the layup.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Yeah, well, no one's ever going to argue with more offense, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I'm not going to argue with you, Brian. Let's see more offense.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over 1 minute played. Howard, that's good.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Now here is Canada. She's covered by Clark. And here's Canada. Stolen by Clark. Outside Howard. Pass to Mitchell. Bonner. Gray defending. Mitchell outside. Here's the 3. A rebound by Gray. Atlanta trailing here. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th.
Because of Bonner's defensive instincts, she's able to see and swat opponents' shot attempts.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on her. Brings it from beyond the arc.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here is Canada, and they call an illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
And really, those are the plays that get you out in front and also keep you out in front.
Here's Mitchell. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. And she makes that one.
And when you look at the last few WNBA Finals matchups, it looks like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Oh, absolutely. Free agency playing a major role in who wins it all. New York and Vegas last year adding major pieces via big-time signings in the offseason.
And top-end talent is ultimately what wins in the playoffs. I think we'll continue to see super teams get formed.
4 on the shot clock. For 3, Ryan Howard. Natasha Howard pulls it in. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th quarter of this one. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Bonner. Count that one.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Now here's Canada.
3 from Alicia Gray. They get it back.
Jones. And nothing is falling right now for them. And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Bonner. Over Howard. Bonner, no good.
Alicia Gray. Assistant, Brianna Jones.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that's a wrap, everyone.